There are 3 SUVs sitting on used car lots right now that salespeople cannot give away. Dealers are dropping prices. Listings are expiring. And not one of these vehicles has anything wrong with it. These are not project cars. These are not good for the price compromises. These are not the kind of vehicles you buy and hope for the best. I am talking about SUVs that will run 400,000 to 500,000 miles with nothing but oil changes and brake pads, selling for thousands less than they should because of one stupid reason. Nobody knows they exist. I have been tracking used car reliability data for years. I have watched people overpay for average RAV4s and Explorers, while these 3 just sit there, waiting for someone smart enough to notice. And number 1 on this list. That one has been my secret recommendation for years. Almost everyone pushes back at first, until they drive one. Today, I am counting down all 3. The ones that give you Toyota-level reliability at prices that will honestly make you angry. Let us get into it. Number 3. Honda CR-V. This is an SUV that reliability data has consistently ranked among the lowest cost vehicles to own in America. Not because it is fancy. Not because it has a prestige badge, because it simply does not break. And you can pick one up right now for under $9,000. Last year, a retired couple came to me, both in their late 60s, fixed income, done with car payments forever. They had found a 2010 RAV4 at a local dealer, 112,000 miles. The dealer wanted $14,200, and they were ready to sign. I asked to look at it first. Timing belt was overdue. Rear brake calipers were seizing. Surface rust on the subframe. You are about to spend $14,000 on a car that needs $2,200 in repairs before the end of the year. They asked what I would buy instead. I pulled up CarGurus and showed them a 2004 Honda CR-V. One owner. 87,000 miles. Full service history. $7,400. They bought it. That was 16 months ago. You know what they spent on repairs? Nothing. Not $1. An oil change and a set of wiper blades. Here is what nobody tells you about this generation CR-V from 2002 to 2006. Honda put their most bulletproof engine ever built inside it. The K24-2. 4-liter 4-cylinder is naturally aspirated. No turbo to fail. No intercooler to leak. Just a simple, clean, naturally breathing engine that Honda engineered to last. It uses a timing chain, not a belt. You will never open your wallet for a timing belt replacement on this vehicle. The transmission is a traditional 5-speed automatic, not a CVT. CVTs slip, shudder, and fail between 120,000 and 80,000 miles on most vehicles. This Honda uses a conventional torque converter automatic proven across a decade of real-world use. Here is the detail that matters most. The K24 has one of the highest documented cases of 300,000-mile engines of any 4-cylinder ever sold in America. Not I heard about one. Actual documented cases. Owners who drove them and came back to tell the story. Annual maintenance costs average $407. That is $166 less per year than the compact SUV segment average. Real money saved every single year you own it. A 2004 Honda CR-V with under 90,000 miles, $6,500 to $9,000 on CarGurus right now. The same year Toyota RAV4 with similar miles, $10,000 to $13,000. That is a $4,000 difference for an SUV that actually costs less to maintain over time than the Toyota. Buy the CR-V for $7,500, drive it for 150,000 miles. Spend maybe $2,400 on maintenance total. You will not find a better dollars per mile deal in this category right now. When you are shopping for one, here is exactly what to check. First, pull the oil cap and look inside. White sludge or heavy buildup means the previous owner skipped oil changes. Walk away. Second, check the rear differential fluid. Take it to a parking lot. Full steering lock, slow circle. Any grinding or binding, negotiate $400 off and change it immediately. Third, test the air conditioning on startup. A loud clunk from the compressor means $650 to $900 to fix. If it blows cold and sounds clean, you are in good shape. Bottom line on the CR-V, Honda's most proven engine. a transmission that does not self-destruct, a track record that makes vehicles costing twice as much look like a gamble. If you think the CR-V is overlooked, wait until you hear number 2. Number 2. Lexus RX 330. Lexus RX 350. This is the part where most people stop me and say, Lexus? That cannot be cheap. That has to be expensive to maintain. That is a luxury car. And that reaction is exactly why this SUV is sitting on lots right now for under $12,000. 2 years ago, a woman came to me. Early 70s, recently widowed. She needed something reliable and comfortable for long drives to visit her grandchildren. She had been looking at a 2015 BMW X3. The dealer wanted $19,500. She was one signature away from buying it. I asked to look at it first. Cold start timing chain rattle. Oil consumption already showing. 2 missed oil changes in the last 4 years. You are about to spend $19,500 on a car that needs $3,800 in repairs within the next 12 months. She asked what she should buy instead. I pulled up AutoTrader and showed her a 2006 Lexus RX 330. One owner, 76,000 miles. Garage kept, $9,200. She laughed. She said Lexus had always been out of her budget. She thought she could never afford one. She bought it that same week. 18 months later, 0 mechanical issues, not one repair. Her exact words, I feel like I cheated the system. You did not cheat the system. You just finally understood it. Here is what nobody tells you about the 2004 to 2009 Lexus RX. The engine under that luxury hood is Toyota's 3.3-liter and 3.5-liter 2GR V6. The same engine family that powers the Camry. The same engine Toyota has been refining for decades. Same block, same heads, same legendary Toyota reliability wrapped in a Lexus body with tighter tolerances and better sound deadening. Naturally aspirated, no turbo to fail, no intercooler to leak. Just a clean, naturally breathing V6 engineered to run forever. Timing chain, not a belt. Traditional automatic transmission, not a CVT, not a dual clutch. A conventional torque converter proven across millions of Toyota and Lexus vehicles worldwide. Here is the detail that matters most. Lexus adds tighter assembly tolerances and a more rigorous quality inspection than standard Toyota models. Same engine assembled to a higher standard. Annual maintenance on the RX runs $551 per year. Compare that to the BMW X3 at $1,034. The Mercedes ML350 at $1,000, you are saving $500 to $600 every single year just by choosing correctly. A 2006 Lexus RX 330 with under 80,000 miles right now, $8,000 to $12,000. 2006 BMW X5 with similar miles, $12,000 to $18,000. A 2006 Mercedes ML350, $11,000 to $16,000. That is a $4,000 to $6,000 difference for vehicles that do not come close to matching the Lexus reliability record. Buy the RX for $10,000. Drive it for 200,000 miles. Spend maybe $5,500 on maintenance over 10 years. A comparable BMW will cost you $10,000 in maintenance alone. You are not just saving money on the purchase. You are saving money every single year you own it. When you are shopping for one, here is exactly what to check. First, cold start the engine and listen for the first 30 seconds. Any ticking from the top VVT wear. Factor in $600 to $900 if present. Second, check for air suspension. Park on flat ground. If one corner sits lower, it is failing. Convert to coilover struts for around $400. Negotiate it off the price first. Third, check the infotainment screen for delamination, bubbling, or cloudiness on some 2004 to 2007 models. Replacement runs $300 to $500. If it is clean, you are fine. Pro tip, find one with a full Lexus dealer service history. Lexus owners are meticulous. A well-documented RX with 80,000 miles has been treated better than an undocumented one with 60,000. Bottom line on the Lexus RX. Toyota reliability. Luxury badge. Without the German repair bills. The only reason this vehicle is affordable is because people assume luxury means expensive to own. It does not. Not when the engine underneath is a Toyota. If you think the Lexus RX is a hidden gem, number one is the SUV I recommend more than any other. And almost everyone pushes back the first time they hear it. If this kind of straight talk is helping you make a smarter decision, hit subscribe. I have more videos coming on the vehicles dealerships push versus the ones that actually make sense. Number 1. Toyota 4Runner. This is the SUV I recommend more than any other when someone asks me what to buy. And almost every single time, they push back. Too old, too boxy, not comfortable enough. That is what people say until they drive one. 2 years ago, a retired gentleman came to me. 68 years old, 35 years working the same job. Finally done. He wanted a brand new 2024 Toyota Highlander. $48,000 out the door. He had already been to the dealer twice. He asked me what I thought before he signed. I told him to follow me outside. I walked him to my parking lot and pointed at my personal vehicle. A 2005 Toyota 4Runner SR5. 214,000 miles on the clock. Bought it 3 years ago for $11,000. He looked at it, then looked at me, then looked back at it. One water pump at 96,000 miles. That was it. $340 total. Parts and labor. In 3 years of daily driving, he was quiet for a moment. Then he asked, "Why does nobody talk about this truck?" That is exactly the right question. He bought a 2006 Toyota 4Runner SR5 the following week. $12,400. 94,000 miles. One owner. Full Toyota dealer service history. 11 months later, 3 words. You were right. Total repair spend in 11 months, $0. His exact words, "I cannot believe I almost spent $48,000. Here is what nobody tells you about the 2003 to 2009 Toyota 4Runner. This is not just a reliable SUV. This is a different category of vehicle entirely. Every crossover SUV you have ever considered, the RAV4, the Highlander, the Explorer, the Pilot, they are all unibody. The body and the frame are one single piece. The entire structure absorbs every stress, every pothole, every decade of road fatigue together. The 4Runner is body on frame. The body sits on top of a separate steel frame. They flex independently. The frame absorbs road stress, so the body does not have to. Same construction philosophy used in trucks built to last 30 years of hard use. It is why 4Runners do not rust apart. It is why they are still on the road when everything else from the same year is gone. The 4.0-liter 1GR FE V6, Toyota's most proven 6-cylinder of this era. Naturally aspirated. No turbo to fail. No intercooler to leak. Just a clean, naturally breathing V6 built to run indefinitely. I am not exaggerating. I have personally tracked 4Runners past 300,000 miles with original transmission still shifting perfectly. Not one, not two. Multiple vehicles, same engine, same transmission, still running. Timing chain, not a belt. The A750F transmission, same unit Toyota put in the Tacoma and the FJ Cruiser. Proven across 3 platforms over a decade of real-world use. Here is the detail that matters most. The 4Runner has a separate transfer case. Most SUVs integrate it directly into the transmission. When it wears, you replace the entire transmission. On the 4Runner, you replace only the transfer case. That difference saves you $2,000 to $3,000 at high mileage. Brake pads all 4 corners, $280. Transmission fluid service, $180. Water pump, if it ever fails, $520. Real numbers, not dealer estimates. A 2006 Toyota 4Runner SR5 with under 100,000 miles on AutoTrader right now, $10,000 to $14,000. A 2024 Toyota Highlander, $48,000 plus. A 2024 Toyota 4Runner TRD, $55,000 plus. You are buying the same reliability DNA for 1/5 of the price. The same Toyota engineering philosophy. The same proven drivetrain. And here is what makes this even more important. The new models have turbocharged engines now. more complexity, more things that can fail at 150,000 miles. This generation 2003 to 2009 does not. Naturally aspirated, simple, proven. Buy it for $12,000. Drive it for 200,000 miles. Spend maybe $3,000 on maintenance over 10 years. That is $15,000 all in. A new Highlander plus scheduled maintenance over the same period, $56,000. You tell me which one makes more sense. When you are shopping for one, here is exactly what to check. First, inspect the frame underneath. Some 2003 and 2004 models were part of a Toyota frame rust recall. Check the VIN on the NHTSA website. If the recall was addressed, you are fine. If not, walk away. Second, engage the four-wheel drive. Empty parking lot. 4WD low. Full steering lock slow circle. Any clunking or binding factor in $800 to $1,000 for a front differential repair. Smooth and quiet, the drivetrain is healthy. Third, cold start and listen for 30 seconds. Any ticking from the top could indicate VVTi wear. Clean, quiet startup means the engine has been maintained properly. Fourth, check the tire wear pattern. Uneven front wear means neglected alignment. Not a deal breaker, $120 to fix, but negotiate $200 off first. Pro tip: find one owned by a retired male. Garage kept, highway miles. Full Toyota dealer service history. A grandparent 4Runner with 70,000 carefully maintained miles is basically a new vehicle at a fraction of the price. If you want something that outlasts everything else on the road, this is your vehicle. Buy once and drive forever. High seating, simple controls, zero electronic complexity. This is your vehicle. Who should skip it? Fuel economy priority 17 to 19 miles per gallon. Smooth luxury ride, body on frame is firmer than a crossover. Maximum cargo space, the 4Runner is smaller than a Highlander or Pilot. And if you care more about what your neighbors think than what your mechanic thinks, I understand. This is not a flashy vehicle. It does not turn heads. It just runs and runs and runs. So there it is. 3 SUVs that the market forgot, but smart buyers did not. The Honda CR-V with Honda's most bulletproof engine ever built under $9,000. The Lexus RX with Toyota reliability hiding behind a luxury badge under $12,000. And the Toyota 4Runner, the only SUV in this price range where 500,000 miles is not a stretch. It is just Tuesday. You now know 3 vehicles that 99% of buyers walk right past every single day, and why that is their loss and your gain. Next time a dealer tries to push you toward a turbocharged 3-year-old German SUV with a payment, you will know better. If you want to know which SUVs mechanics genuinely respect, the ones that simply refuse to die, that video is right here. Like if it helped, subscribe for more. Drive smart, take care of your car, and it will take care of you.